Good afternoon, sports fans and non-sports fans alike. Today is the first day of August. It's Friday, August 1st, 4:40 p.m.'s the time. Temperature is clocking in around 24 degrees Celsius. I see Carolyn here, Jeffrey Wu, Vivian Johnson, Guard of Life, Mark M, Zach McNally. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sports fans alike today. Hopefully you can see and hear everything a-okay. Got the stream all set up and ready to go, but thank you again. Hat's a little crooked, but who really cares about that? Not I, said the duck. We're here at Dundonald and Yonge Street. So I think maybe we'll just go south and we can take maybe Wellesley over or College. I don't really know. Am I doing a Caravana stream? Hopefully tomorrow afternoon I can get out and do a little streaming. I did one last year. Maybe I'll do the same kind of stream again. I walked over to the area around the Grand Parade. A couple of girls in town from the US, probably for Caravana, just asked me if this was a good weed shop. And I couldn't really vouch for this place. I've never been there. It's one of the not sanctioned ones. I don't know how you would say it. I told them there might be nicer stores based on the interior, but I'm sure it's fine. And they went in. And there's one of these places opening up at Yonge and Eglinton pretty soon. I'm kind of excited about that. But we're on Yonge Street, but we're not going to be on Yonge Street too long. I was on Yonge quite recently on the stream anyways. But yeah, it's the Caravana weekend. There's going to be a lot of people in town visiting from the States. That's always a popular time of year for that. And they hold the Grand Parade on Saturday. I think between 8 a.m. Is it 8 p.m. or 11 p.m.? I think 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. tomorrow down on the lakeshore. So if I am able to, I might go stream part of that. Yeah, let's just head down to College or so. We'll be streaming for about 90 minutes today. I want to make a video, then I have some plans after that. So I got going a little bit earlier than normal this Friday. Greetings, Alex. Dutchmaz is here. And huge thanks to all 160 plus of you so far. We just got going. Friendly reminder to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun jazz. I'll go live 3-4 times a week on this channel, and usually every Sunday over on the Johnny Stumbles channel. And if you're a Blue Jay fan, this should be wrapped up before the Blue Jay game. Well, by then. I think they're playing KC tonight. It's an otherwise nice day. This is my first time heading outside today. Christopher says, absolutely gorgeous weather today. Hard to disagree with that. Ooh, there's a mangled bicycle over there. This street is Breadalbane. Breadalbane, actually. I know that. I made a video. Mispronouncing street names. But we're going south down Yonge Street just for a few more blocks. Chad Wabiguan with a super chat. That would be the first live stream super chat of August. Thank you so much, Chad, for the support and the $10. Thank you again, Chad. Highball, Fit for Less, Firehouse Subs. I think Fit for Less is like a budget Good Life run fitness chain. There is a Planet Fitness just south of here at College. There's Jappa Dog. I've yet to try it. Greetings, Mamie. See Medano in the house. Vivian Johnson. Thank you, mods. Well, that looks like a pretty new Thai restaurant, Thai Mart. Pad Thai, fried oysters. Mike Landry too. Hi Johnny, sent you an IG message. I have not checked in on IG yet today, but thank you Mike Landry too for the super chat. I'll check that out later this evening. Thank you so much. And I'll get back to you, Mike. It is sunny. Am I going to Caravana tomorrow? It's possible. I might do a similar live stream to what I did a few years prior. Someone just messaged Donald Trump. Speaking of him, yeah, do not check your investment accounts if you have any. Yikes at whatever happened today. Hopefully there's the usual return on Monday, but not a good day in the markets. Greetings, Lisa. Dutchman loves Planet Fitness in Phoenix. You have no idea they were in Canada? Have you ever set off the lunk alarm there? Planet Fitness originally positioned itself as like a non-intimidating gym. It's an interesting little site across the street. So if you're one of those big dudes that like to grunt and make a lot of noise, it was not for you. Our whole concept was people would feel more comfortable if they focused on a different crowd. And obviously it works. There's all kinds of videos of YouTubers, like fitness YouTubers, getting kicked out of Planet Fitnesses. And some who haven't. At least not naked bike riders. Maybe we'll go along College here. We'll give Yonge a rest. We might end up back over this way anyways. Someone says only one helmet, shaking your head. Helmets are mandatory if you have a motor on your bike. If not, it's optional. Yeah, I always wear one. This is College Street. There's the 506 Carlton streetcar. And we are now going west. This place is known for its burgers and cheap beer. wburgerbar.com. I've never been. Tiana says, what a nice day indeed. There's Franz. Local institution. Claudette. It says, greetings from Sudbury. Greetings, Claudette. Hogue Mahone across the street. Lisa says, nice day from the looks of it and from the feel of it. I spent my day inside. I checked my Visa balance because I don't really use my Visa card anymore, and I owed a few $100, and I was like, where did that come from? And over the past week, there's been about 7 charges to Uber Eats on it, which made no sense because I started using my Amex with Uber Eats because you get those 5 times rewards. So I called my bank and was like, hey, I don't think these were my charges. And I also contacted Uber to tell them the same. So the bank's putting through a fraud claim. They said they'll most likely be reversed. They locked my card and they're sending me a new one. And Uber actually gave me a lot of insight. I listed off the charges and they told me that some dude, and they gave me his name, added my card to his account and ordered through them. To which I responded, I'm still waiting. How on earth did you allow someone to add a credit card not in that person's name to their account without getting authorization from the credit card holder? But their privacy policy allows them to disclose the name of the person who did it. So I asked them to, even though I put in a fraud complaint with my bank, to reverse those charges and make that situation right. So that's what I did. I spent a bit of time on that this afternoon. Lisa says they gave the name. Yeah, because if you're going to share your payment information with someone, also, like, why wouldn't you be entitled to their name? And they told me that that was in their policy, and also some people have done that and they forgot that they allowed someone to use their credit card. So it's also like, hey, can you check to see if you know this person? Maybe at some point you authorized payments from them. So that was their reason for giving me the name. And you know what? Uber just, they sent me a notification, rate your support experience. Heinzel says they probably bought my credit card on a sketchy website. Hope you're getting a new credit card number and everything. Yeah, I don't use that credit card anymore. It's like a backup, but I'm getting a new card. I also locked it right away on the TD app. But the weird thing is, why the heck would they let someone add a credit card in a name other than the account holder? That part just seems like they're asking for trouble. Oh well, it's covered. I didn't authorize the purchases, so my bank will reverse them if Uber doesn't. I spent a few hours on that today. I had to wait forever with the bank. Yeah, Seeker, I'm not worried. It's more of an annoyance than anything. So if you're just tuning in, we're going west on College Street. Yeah, probably Pine. So I'm pretty good with that stuff. I've got 2FA enabled on everything. And for some reason, my TD app stopped sending me notifications whenever there was a charge. So that's how I missed them the first time. That was something I was getting in the past. All right, that's one way. To stroll around the city. There's the Mars complex. Oh, I'm just getting my chat going here. One sec. Thanks, Dutchman. No worries. If it does happen again, I'll just have to do the same thing again. But yeah, I'm pretty careful. I use an authenticator Authy 2FA app for most things. So it was probably a data breach, as Pine Soul suggested. It happens. Okay, we are at University and College. Patches just checked and the Dow took quite a hit. Yeah. That's an understatement. The only happy people over the last day were those that bought Figma when it was issued. It was issued at $30 yesterday and it hit like 140 US. We're looking south down University. This is where the video I recorded for this morning was, or took place. We started at the Armory and went for a bike ride around Queen's Park. It wasn't a very ambitious or adventurous ride. I guess it was just a victory lap around Queen's Park. Hey, Marie Palmer's here. Alex got a Google Pixel phone. Good stuff. I'm broadcasting this stream from an iPhone 15 Pro. Oh, you'll notice a lot of the streamers that use the Prism app, or if you are a streamer using Prism, it is no longer free. You're going to get that ugly watermark that says Prism on it from now on. There's a look at Queen's Park with the big flag. So that's something you may see if you watch other streams, if you're wondering why it says Prism on the screen while they are live streaming. Frankly, that's something I think they should have started charging for a long time ago. I don't even know what their business model was or how they made money, but those developers are pretty cool. I would support them if I still use that app. Now you're up to date in the world of what's new in the world of streaming apps. We're going to continue walking west along the north side of College. Maybe we'll hit Chinatown. Ooh. Sweet. Uber just sent me an email. Thank you for contacting Uber support. We have thoroughly investigated the charges you reported, and since they appear to be from a fraudulent source, we have taken immediate action by blocking the account responsible for the unauthorized use of your payment. We're pleased to inform you that we have fully refunded the following charges, and they'll be in your bank account within 3 to 5 days. In the card that is no longer useful. Hey, what do you know? Uber being somewhat responsible and decent about it. Hi, I'm Hene says, hi, Johnny Strides in live chat. Greetings. And Farine, thank you everyone for tuning in. It's about 24 degrees Celsius here in the city. We're just gonna head over to Chinatown. I don't understand this fashion trend, wearing those fuzzy boots when it's hot outside. And those aren't gonna stay clear or clean very long. Somebody opened a CIBC Visa in your name. That's scary. They actually opened up a credit card in your name. There's a service that'll monitor your credit for free. Credit Karma, I think. You can monitor that and it'll tell you what accounts are open. They look dressed for Velda. Am I lame if I say I don't even know what that is? Never been done is what we do. I'm just gonna check something. Deb's Crazy Daily. It's a beautiful day now. If it would just stay like this for the rest of August, she'll be happy. I think we'll be in for a pretty nice August. In a month from now, the kiddies will be going back to school. Speaking of which, we're walking by the University of Toronto. So their fall semester is not too far away either. always liked that view from the top of McCall Street with the tower straight ahead. Heinzel says those credit reporting apps are great. Kind of scary how it pulls up your info at the bid. The problem with Credit Karma is they try to get you to sign up for all kinds of shit. That's the catch. They probably sell your data. Tiana says almost 400 people. Hey, that place is kind of cool. Smith Social House, that's where I went for a Halloween party up on the second floor. Mike T has a cousin that lives in Arizona and their school started yesterday. Yeah, it seems too early, but when did they get out? Johnny, can I do another cooking video? We'll try to get one done by the end of the year. Oh, I did one on this channel for April Fools, didn't I? Alex says, happy August, everyone. I should do an AMA video. That's pretty much what every live stream is, isn't it? But yeah, that would be a nice change of pace. I do some out-of-the-box style videos every once in a while. Greetings, RD. This is St. George Street coming up. And a look down Beverly Street. Where one would find a very lovely Grange Park. Oh, and welcome to Toronto, Shane Bieber. You're now officially the most popular Bieber in town. Although he's probably going to Buffalo for a while first. Am I partnered, married, etc.? Maybe we'll save that one for the video, but it's safe to say I'm not married. Do I have kids? Not that I know of. But when we get to Spadina, we'll probably head south through Chinatown. Am I AI, Tiana? Yes. I was watching a video from a YouTuber, Danny Gonzalez. He created an AI app, like a chatbot AI app, where people would ask him questions. And he actually put it on the App Store. But he was answering himself personally. And people would ask him for pictures, and he would like draw the picture himself and send it to them. It was just such a stupid but hilarious idea. He executed it really well. It was a very entertaining video if you want to look it up. Han Han just wakes up, and it is 2:11 a.m. where you are. Well, good morning to you. There's 5 people on bikes, taking up less space than one single car. Greetings First Last and Gertej. Gertej called in on the Sunday Night Stumble show. Hey, Panera Bread is back in town. There used to be a Panera Bread just north of Yonge and Dundas. It was a really big location. I guess they're trying their hand at the Toronto market again. Seems to be a few people in there. Just subscribe. You had my videos in your algorithm. Oh, thanks for subscribing. Speaking of YouTube, there was a glitch earlier in the week where there were a couple of days where YouTube didn't run ads on anyone's videos. There's a lot of people online making a big stink about how they didn't get paid. No worries. But they didn't impact everyone. Fortunately, I wasn't impacted by that, but I know many people who were. And since YouTube didn't run ads, there's really nothing they can do. There's a Massachusetts license plate. There's a tough state name to pronounce properly. But we're at the very north end of the Chinatown neighborhood. On Spadina. Lisa says not a great glitch. Well, it is a great glitch if you don't want to pay for premium, but you want the premium experience. I'm sure it costs YouTube a fortune. I've never stopped to read this. There's the Alma combo, apparently hitting some financial lows. Who would have thought turning it into an ultra expensive performance venue wouldn't have worked out? Apparently it's too expensive for a lot of bands to even be able to book it. Tim Cell Toronto likes premium? Yeah, I'm a fan of premium. You still support creators. You don't have the ads. Lisa's seen that but never read it. Yeah, I've never stopped to read it. All you can eat barbecue lunch, $21.99. That's a pretty good deal. Mother's dumplings. John Bing Club, Chinese street food. Hey, there's Playa del Record. There's a documentary on Amazon about that shop, but it's mostly based on its history over when they were over on Yonge Street. Lisa is going to history tonight. Gotta make your way down to the beaches. Bingsu and real fruit. Korean bingsu restaurant opening. Feels like some of the stores you might have seen on Yonge Street in the 90s are on this stretch of Spadina. It's kind of neat. There's the legendary Grossman's Tavern. Across the street is Kensington Market. I think Sunday is pedestrian Sundays. I might have to go check that out. Walking south down the other side of Spadina is a little more advisable. If you're just taking a stroll, you get that view of the CN Tower, but I realized I always go on that side, so we'll stick to this side. There's the world's slowest moving streetcar with a dedicated right-of-way. The old 510 ramen station. Oh, Lisa says I missed it. You are correct. It's August 1. We'll catch it next week or next month. Tana says Chinese food sounds good. Hey, remember there was a guy who had some sidewalk art just up ahead here, and he said he moved it to Toronto and he watched my videos. We'll see if he's here. It doesn't look like it, but maybe some of his art is. It's not permanent, it just washes off. But he was doing it. And in this area, I didn't see any. Dim sum sushi. And holy cow, we have 500 people just about. Thank you so much, guys. Going a little bit earlier this Friday than I normally do. I've got some plans later tonight. And I want to make a video after this. But I might be going live tomorrow at some point, so do keep your YouTube notifications on if you care about that sort of thing. It's that dumpling house restaurant over there. Michael. Let me see if I can. The sun's so bright. Michael Pinard. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Went on a date last night. And I know there won't be a second date, but at least she knows now who controls the banks. Big Pharma, Hollywood media. Well, sorry if it did work out so well, Michael, but thank you for the $5. It's definitely appreciated. That's why you go on a first date, to see if there will be a second date. What was that movie I watched that was about a matchmaker in New York City? And she set one of her clients up with a date, and her client got assaulted, and the matchmaker, well, I don't want to give away the plot. I think it was called Materialistic. It was an interesting movie. I don't regret watching it. Some people baking in the sun there. Hey, kudos to those Uber delivery guys for not just ramming their way through everyone. That is Spadina and Dundas. First Lane says 2 conspiracy theorists wouldn't be a good... All right. Am I near the El Macombo? That is to the north of here. We walked past it earlier. It was on the other side of the street. Lisa says this is your favorite area to walk. Hey! Is it just me, or are we missing some artwork from a certain building up there? Where'd it go? It's called Materialists. There we go. Decent movie. I think it was by a Korean director. Oh, I discovered that before you did, Lisa.
Oh my, breaking home.
I knew something felt a little bit off from that vantage point. What did it used to say? Oryx? O-R-E-K-S? Maybe they'll be back. That was the kind of graffiti, if I was the building owner, I would just leave it. It's not like it was an eyesore or anything, and it added some character to the neighborhood. Oh, well, maybe they'll commission a local artist for a nice mural or something. They owe us something, right? There is always a lineup in this area. Stussy? I don't get it. This place and Brandy Melville, two stores that people line up forever to get into. Alex says, Johnny, if you ever go to the next road trip, try Anna's Spa. We'll consider Alex. Dark Horse Espresso Bar. Brooke says Brandy Melville is just like overpriced basic white and gray t-shirts that are all size zeros, but they say one size fits all. I heard they made some things a little bit bigger and some things a little bit smaller, which is why you see a range of people going there. So it's the kind of store, if you go there and you see something you like, it might not fit you. Michael, $2. You need some polarized shades, pronounced Pinot. All right, I'll try to remember that, Michael. But these are polarized shades. They're very legitimate Ray-Bans. But thank you, Michael Pino, for the $2. Much appreciated. My totally real and authentic Ray-Bans are offended. I didn't buy them off some guy on the beach in Thailand. This is Queen Street coming up. Oh, nice view of the tower and lock. They're building an Ontario line station at this intersection. Some people like the title of my video this morning. Got a few comments on that. Thanks. I almost put that as the text in the thumbnail.
Honestly, even if you walk that way on Queen.
All right, we have 10 out of 10 options here. From a walking perspective, going southbound Spadina is super awesome. Going right is as well. And so is going left. But I think we will go left, and then maybe at Yonge Street we'll go south. A tight ass squeeze.
So, do I get McDonald's?
I did, Gertej. Oh, something just happened. They're booting everyone off of the streetcar. And it now says test vehicle on it. I missed that full announcement. But welcome to Queen Street West. There's the Rivoli. Someone in a Jays jersey, probably going to the game. A good way to practice your panning skills. That's about the shortest lineup I've ever seen at Brandy Melville. Someone said they keep the capacity small at that store to inflate the line, but it looked like it was pretty packed inside. And a Miniso has reappeared. There used to be one east of here, but that closed down and a Starbucks appeared in it. A Starbucks that relocated from Queen and John. Chris Mills, indeed. Jays and KC at 7. This stream will be long out of your way to not conflict with that. The Jays either had a decent or bad trade deadline. Hey, a Lambo. It all depends if Shane Bieber works out. We got some bullpen help. And a backup first baseman who doesn't have a bat. That was an odd pickup. I think the Yankees did a little better to plug holes in their roster, but they didn't get the starter they needed. And they let Stroman go. I would give the Yankees a B and the Jays a C+. Possibly B-. Chris Mill says Ty France, didn't see that happening. I think he was a throw-in. But they got a solid reliever with several years under control with him. And congratulations, Minnesota Twins fans. You now have an entirely new team. Oh, I think I see some people trying to snipe. Hey,
What's up?
how's it going? Yoshi, Alicia.
Hey.
What are you guys up to?
Walking
Yeah, we are.
Walking where?
everywhere.
Yep.
Like City TV?
I'm not City TV.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you hold this for a sec?
Sure.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Yoshi.
all right, guys.
I want to get my drink out. It's about that time.
Am I too high?
Doesn't matter. I'm not trying to win like a Academy Award or anything.
No, it's fine.
I'll crack this open. That just looked like you were filming me drinking to those girls
I'm
that
just
walked
hol-
by,
I'm
and they
just
kind of giggled. They're like,
I'm just holding the camera without moving anywhere, so I mean, like, I have to be stable, right?
Extra says hi from Eglinton.
Yeah, I just used it live.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we could have actually.
Let's try drinking his drink.
Yep. Carolyn says, oh my gosh, it's an hour already. Yeah, we've been streaming for an hour and a minute. Maybe what we'll do is we'll head down to the Dome.
Where's it? Oh, down there?
There's the Wonder Pet Cafe. Extra loves the 7-Eleven t-shirts.
Well, I'm wearing
I got this shirt from Thailand from a place.
Oh.
They can't hear you guys too well, so
Oh.
I got this mic right on my... Yeah, I remember I bought this. I was live streaming in a market there, and we saw the 7-Eleven t-shirt, and we saw a few other t-shirts. And then after the live stream, I went back and bought them. Toronto's a good city to live today or to go live today. Are you guys going to Caravana tomorrow?
I am.
I got work tomorrow.
I was prepared for today because I got all dressed in glitter and then I found out it's not today.
Yeah, the Grand Parade is tomorrow. There'll be stuff going on today and Sunday, but the main event is tomorrow.
You're going tomorrow?
Maybe. I might stream part of it.
Yeah.
I don't...
think most people are heading over to exhibition grounds.
Yes. That's right. I can tune in, but I can't really join in.
Hey, we got a super sticker. Let's see this. Oh, Alicia Lewis.
That was you.
Well, thank you, Alicia Lewis.
Well,
Well, we know who sent that super sticker. Thank you, Alicia. And there's a look west along Queen West. Gertej misses Electric Circus. And Erica M. Feinsel says this weekend's going to be poppin'. Yeah, it's going to be lively. Tomorrow night will be a really fun night to go out on the town. Tonight too.
Oh, is it big? It's definitely big.
There's Mizika across the street. Holy cow, it is lined up as per usual. So this is John Street. RD says Chipotle for dinner. No, I'm gonna go out for dinner. Oh, I turned the camera away just as that dog pounced at the other one. Why wouldn't I be? That dog thinks he's boss of the streets.
Something startling.
Don't. Yeah, we'll just keep walking south all the way down John past the Sky Dome as the weekend was doing their best to get Rogers to rename it to a very worthy cause. You're wondering why City TV moved out of that location. They were taken over by Rogers and Bell. Their entities were split up, and Bell ended up with that location, but Rogers ended up with the City TV brand, so they moved them to Dundas Square. That used to be the home of City TV and Much Music. It was quite the happening spot. Remember when Speaker's Corner was in front of it? But sadly, City TV moved out of Dundas Square, so it's not even there anymore. There's a number of patios across the street.
Yeah, right there. And then
There's some Kansas City Royals fans. Huh. Fish and chips. Made it to Adelaide. Those are pretty cool, those electric skateboards. T enjoys the recent trend of people bringing little dogs and cats to Walmart. It makes the shopping much more enjoyable. I like seeing little fur balls as well when I'm out and about. Not a huge fan of the ones that leave puddles on the elevator in my building. That happens a bit too often. lot of Blue Jays jerseys out. It's probably a sellout tonight. Long weekend, Friday night. For a hot ticket.
I knew that's the story you said you were going.
La Carnita. It's quite lively. We've made it to King West. Greetings, Yogi. Good to see you. One of the OG mods. This is King and John, Restaurant Row on the right. King Street will be really busy just west of here later tonight. It usually is, but I think tonight in particular. There's a lot of folks in town to party this weekend for Caravana.
Dollar Mama.
Greetings, Howard Charco, purveyor of fine cookies. It's the prefix
I
lunch.
don't know if you caught that on camera, Mr. Strides, because I ducked right behind
I don't think
that
so.
spot. That bird almost flew right into me again. Oh my god.
Sorry guys, I just got a really busy chat tonight. It's hard to... Chris says it's awesome to see Toronto so vibrant. Yeah, this is like peak summer. If you asked me when the best weekend to experience the city would be, I might say Caravana weekend. But yeah, accommodations aren't going to be cheap or easy to find. That would be the downside. Yeah, nearly 600 people watching. Thank you guys. Medano, $20 for the bubbly or selection of sparkling water. Fun. Thank you, Medano, so much. Medano 1973, one of our very trustworthy mods. Where are you guys going?
Union.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to go hang around the Sky Dome.
All right.
Well, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
Little fist bump. Thank you for the super chat. That's Yoshi the Explorer and Alicia.
See you guys.
Alicia Lewis. Have an awesome night, guys.
See ya.
Sal Smith says, howdy peeps. Joined at a quiet time. Thanks again, Medano. There they go. Alicia and Yoshi. to get the light here. You thought that was Vasily? Craigie says it's always awkward when you say goodbye to someone and they start walking in the same direction. Yeah, especially when it's like not someone who's more of an acquaintance, like not someone you can just like pick up your conversation with like you would with a good friend. Super awkward if it was a first date that didn't go so well. Where are you going? I'm going this way. I am also going this way. No, now I'm going that way. I just remembered something. Look at all the people packing in around the dome. Remember when the Sky Dome had its own mascot called Domer? It's like a green turtle thing. Oh, it looks like we're gonna miss this light. David Ace, member for 5 months. Where does time go? That's a good question. We're already in the thick of summer. Fall plans on the menu. But thank you, David Ace. Thank you so much. Yeah, Jumbo TV, but sometimes you don't know. That car just honked at me. I am clearly not hanging into the road at all. Maybe that was just like a, hey, don't step onto the road friendly honk. I'll interpret it that way. And I don't blame them. If someone looks like they might be about to step into traffic, do give them a heads up. I can see how they would have thought that. There's the I Love BJ's guy. Selling his totally authorized merchandise. And not all of these blue jerseys we see might be Blue Jays ones. They're playing the Royals. I remember as a kid going to Missouri and seeing a double header at what is now Kauffman Stadium. That was back when the seats there were red. It's right next to Arrowhead Stadium. We've got racing go trains. these people?
All right, Matt, where do we go?
Oh, fortunately, they snapped their losing streak and then had a day off. Gave the bullpen a much needed day of rest. I always like the view.
Are you sure?
Oh, I think it's the next one. We'll get a better view. Hey, I have that Blue Jay shirt that guy's wearing. That was once a free handout. I had that exact same one. It kind of fits me like a dress. It's huge. I absolutely love that view. All right, down we shall go. We begin a walk I wish I was making to see the game. Hey, Brad Palmer's here. Never be sorry, Brad. Just glad you came. And at least I'm wearing the right hat for the occasion. Look at all these lucky ducks filing into the Sky Dome. I don't want to pick up a music copyright, so we're going to keep waltzing through here. I bet someone came in from out of town going to the Jays game tonight, Caravana tomorrow. They're having themselves a hell of a weekend. Here in the city, there's Spider-Man, a big crowd of people over there. All right, let's cross. So we are at one of my favorite places, Roundhouse Park. How nice is this? It's a little bit calmer over here. But this is where they would spin the locomotives around and line them up. That's the rec room on the right.
So those boys just said they scored first level tickets.
Oh, Steam Whistle Brewery. We're gonna avoid the copyright police. Lisa says they run and charge people to ride that turntable. Huh. This area is quite expansive. There's like a mini train station. Head on into the Steam Whistle Brewery if you ever get a chance. Sorry, it's very bright right now. I just can't see my phone. Let me find a place with some shade. One sec, just got a message here. Sorry, just sorting out my plans for after. Oh, are you live streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, where?
On Twitch and YouTube.
Oh, me too.
Oh, where is it? Oh, it's YouTube.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, I'm from Korea.
Oh, wow. I was just in Korea.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's your channel name?
My channel is Hot Chubby TV.
Oh, I think
Hot Chubby. Yeah.
H.
Hot Chubby.
Chubby. How many viewers do you have?
So my main is on Twitch.
Oh, you're.
How many people are watching?
It's hard to see with the sun, right?
Yeah. Currently 400 people.
Oh, wow.
watching Twitch.
Cool. HA, if my viewers are curious.
HACHUBBY.
All right, I'll throw that in the chat if anyone wants to see what you're up to. HACHU on YouTube and Twitch. There you guys go. Well, maybe you'll get a few viewers. Oh, I was. What do I say? 팬고맙습니다.
감사합니다.
All right, enjoy Toronto. We just ran in. I just saw someone who looked like they were live streaming. Taking in some shade. Noni saw me in HA Chubby stream. Neat. Oh, she knows Ginny TTY. That's neat. I met her briefly when Ginny was in Toronto. Tana subscribed. All right, now we're gonna head over. Yeah, she's got a pretty good viewership on Twitch. I looked her up on YouTube. I think she was at 67 or so, but Twitch is a whole different animal. There's the CN Tower. Yeah, 224,000 subs. Well, I wish her well and hope she enjoys Toronto. Doesn't seem like she's from around here. I don't know why I said I was just in Korea. I was there a while ago, but I used to live there. But usually when I meet someone from Korea, I tend not to say I used to live there, because that ends up with 1,000,001 questions. Questions I've already answered 100 times before. So I'd rather just say I visited there. We are on Bremner. Look at all the people out. Michael says Twitch chat is better and easy to reply to another chat account. Yeah, but Twitch streaming quality is ass on a stick. I'm not a fan of Twitch as a platform, and they've been very shitty to their creators. I don't think Amazon cares too much. Whereas YouTube is a major profit center for Google. Twitch is more like of an afterthought for Amazon. Tim says, welcome to his hood. Now let's not deal with the copyright gods on that side of the street. I'm gonna head over towards Scotiabank Arena. It's absolutely beautiful late afternoon here. Pauline Way says you went over to her channel. She said she wished she talked to me more. I don't know. I'm a fan of the keep it brief when sniping. Right? Think about it. She's just sitting there on her camera and some dude walks up to her and is just standing there and starts talking. The last thing I ever want to do is make someone feel uncomfortable. And we are getting close to Scotiabank Arena and Union Station, where there will be a restroom I'll be able to take advantage of. There. Very colorfully dressed. Bill Chow says Twitch is popular with a younger audience. In general, that's probably true. YouTube's definitely the more mature platform. Vroom vroom. Have I ever recorded in Oakville and Burlington? I've recorded in Oakville on Lakeshore before. And I've done a driving stream that started in Burlington. Sadly, it was when I was there for I guess to mourn the passing of my aunt. Mervish having problems filling units. Well, with the way rents have headed. Look at all these knuckleheads. You do not have a walk sign. And they just held up traffic. A few cars couldn't clear the intersection because some people don't know how to read the sign. I'm all for crossing when you have a chance to, but that was not the time or place. Craigie says a Corvette looks like a proper supercar nowadays. You always get confused. It does, and it performs like one. Although I guess the Z06s, or Z06s if you're American, have been able to make that claim for a while now. Yeah, it's a bit plasticky inside, and I guess that's the trade-off. But they're pretty damn nice looking cars. That might have been that Ferrari. Lisa used to hang out on MIRC. Were you on hashtag teen chat? Hashtag Toronto? Hashtag Toronto teens? I was an MIRC user. Well, just IRC, but MIRC was the primary client most people tended to use. I still remember my handle on IRC, but no, I will not share it. Sal Smith says ASL, IRC days. Yeah, you'd meet someone and you'd be like, hey, ASL? Or you would just post ASL question mark in the chat. You'd be like, I remember I put like 15M Toronto. But you know what, folks? I'm gonna head in and use the little boys' room. I think we've had a pretty good stream. I might be going live tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day of the big Caravana Grand Parade, or whatever they're calling it. So I might be going live to check that out, but I wanted to go live tonight. It's just a busy happening weekend in the city. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank the mods for their good and hard work. Channel members, Patreon supporters, everyone who sent support, and just everyone who watched. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun jazz. If you want to continue a live stream in Toronto, H.A. Chubby. I didn't catch her name, but that's her YouTube name. She's live right now. Tell her that creepy dude sent you. I'm sure some people from this chat will be over into that chat after this. But yeah, if you're watching the Jays, or if you're a fan of the Jays, go Jays, kick some royal ass. Have an awesome long weekend if I don't see you again. And we'll be back with a video tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. EST. RD says, thank you, Mr. Stridarius. Go Jays. Thank you, RD. Have a good night, guys. Yoink.